How was everybody's weekend? I missed y'all on Friday. Good morning, good morning. So we got in super late last night. Our flight was delayed. So, yeah, it was tough getting up this morning, but the weekend was awesome. My son and his team won the tournament, so they have a national title under their belt. So that was awesome. It was a lot of fun. A great week, a grad weekend for your twins. Nice. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so proud of them, you guys. They played so well. And, you know, they had to deal with some haters because some people don't understand how, like, a team works and everything. So they were sore losers, the other teams. And so I just told the boys, I said, you know what? I said, you're always going to have haters when you're doing something great. When you're winning, when you're succeeding, you're always going to come across haters because those are the low vibe people that are like the crab in the bucket, right? They want to pull you down. They want to take that victory away from you. They want to take that success away from you, and you just don't let them. You see them for who they are, and you see it for what it is, and then you move on, you know? If you're moving in integrity and authenticity, you have nothing to worry about. So yeah, they did a great job. Very proud of them. Made some new friends. So the lovers card definitely had a play in this weekend. Made new friends. They got closer. I made new friends. All of that. So yeah, it was great. So I hope you all had a wonderful weekend as well. Don't hate us because you hate us. You're a mess. I'm so glad I was able to be there too. Like this, and you know what, you guys? After they won, they all did an interview with the casters, the announcers, and my son, Jackson. They were asking, like, if he wanted to say anything, you know, before they got off, and he was like, he thanked his mom. I was like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. So it was very sweet of him to mention me, you know, because teenage boys, you don't think that they're going to think about you and be glad that you're there. But yeah, he mentioned his mommy. So that was nice. So, okay. Welcome in, you guys. If you're new here, we do this every Monday and Friday. I was not here last Friday because I was out of town, but I'm here now. So what we're going to do, this is your weekly Tarotscope. So we're going to look at every day, Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday, we're going to look at Friday through Sunday, okay? I pull a card for each day, and we see what's coming up. And we see how we can use that energy or how we can be aware of the energy in order to make good decisions in our life, okay? So, like, you know, we had the Tower on Friday, and a lot of people were concerned about the Tower. And remember, this is a collective reading. This is not like every single card is going to directly affect you. It could be something you see collectively as well. So, the Tower, we had a pretty gnarly storm come through Florida whenever we were there on Friday. So, it can mean a lot of different things, right? This is why we sit here and we talk about this. This is why we go over different aspects of how these cards can affect your life, okay? How the messages can affect your life. So I will show you. Also, you guys, the masterclass, I have to tell you, I've been meditating on this masterclass. You know, the one where I'm going to show you exactly how I got to 6 figures in my spiritual business. You guys, I think this is going to wind up having to be like a 2-day event. And I keep getting this message of this is going to be bigger than what you think, and it's going to have to probably be a 2-day event. Not all day, okay, but split it up into 2 days so it's not information overload. I'm still formulating everything, and we might have to push it out into August, just letting you know, because I keep getting more indications of you need more time. This is going to be bigger than you think. So I'm just letting you know to be aware that the day may change for the masterclass. So be prepared. You had storms all weekend. You'd have been bawling. Look, I almost did, but I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Okay, so let's cleanse out our heart chakra and balance it out. And then we'll get our fairy blessing for the week. And then we will get into the tarot. Y'all are going to pick the deck, okay? So all you do while the bowl is singing is just breathe, okay? Let the vibration of the bowl attune your heart chakra. And then that way you'll be prepared for the week, all right? Here we go. Just relax and breathe. Just breathe. Now let's all collectively take one deep breath in. Fill up your lungs, pick up everything heavy, and then blow it out quickly. And we're just getting rid of that, okay? It's always good to take those nice deep breaths. Okay. Oh, here it is. I have to hold this little thing up so I can see y'all's comments. Okay, let's see. You had a tower on Friday? Uh-oh. Thank you, Elizabeth. She said you look so relaxed. I am pretty relaxed. I mean, it was a good weekend. No, I mean, it was nice because the boys all got along. They were all respectful. Like, there was no issues. So it was very nice. Okay. Let's find out what our fairy blessing is. And then we will get to where you pick the tarot deck. What is our fairy blessing for this week? I swear to God, if we pull this one more time. The blessing of Queen Mab. This is about taking your power back. You guys, I'm still seeing an abundance of angel numbers. 22, 33, I mean, all of the double digits you can see. Every time I look at my phone, it's a double digit. I'll be going down the highway and I'll see double digits on license plates on either side of me. And I'm just like, okay, I get it. You're here. So I'm telling you, there is still something coming. There is a revolution, an evolution happening here. Because this normally happens in our lives whenever we experience this big cycle, right? And for me, it might be my guide saying, hey, we're here. Hey, pay attention because this masterclass, you might be really doing something major to help people, right? So that's how I take it. You would take it your own way, right? Because whenever you're seeing angel numbers, it means something significant for you, right? So you want to focus on, okay, what does this mean for me? What am I focusing on right now? How can I take my power back? How can I use my power for good? Okay? Because look how strong she looks. She is fierce. So think about the figures that we see in life where, especially the feminine figures, where they have had to, go through several obstacles and they came out on top because they never gave up. And so now we seek advice from them, right? A lot of people see me as that figure, and I'm happy to give every bit of advice that I can for the things that I know, right? So you can do the same for other people. So whatever obstacles that you have gone through and you have overcome, you turn around and you help the next person, And we're going to talk about this more in the masterclass as well, about how you can use the laws of success in order to be successful in whatever you do. It's not just your spiritual business. It could be whatever you do, okay? This is why I feel like it's going to be bigger than I'm thinking because, our brains can only imagine so much sometimes. So that's why I say whenever you're doing your manifestations or your affirmations, you say this or more, because the universe can see so much more than you can see, and we don't want to limit ourselves, right? Can I show you the olive connection spread that you sent in one of your TikToks? I can't do that right now, but I have that in my tarot training or my tarot community. You've been through some storm. Oh, I know. You got plenty of advice, but I'm not sure if it's the right one. Just kidding. But yeah, if you want to get in my tarot community, I have all kinds of tarot spreads that I've laid out and given you videos on how to do. And then you can go in there and ask questions if you get stuck and you need help. You guys can connect with each other and do readings for each other. Yeah, it's a whole community for y'all. Okay, I'm going to have to close this door a little bit because the kitty cat is not happy right now. She's wanted to come out of the bedroom, but I can't have her out when I'm not paying attention to her. She's still super little, but she went to the vet on Friday, and she's doing well. They said she's about 6 weeks old. Yeah, she's tiny for 6 weeks old, but obviously she was a stray, so she wasn't eating properly. But so yeah, she's doing well, and she'll go get her shots and everything in a couple weeks. So yeah, but she's growing into her eyes. I don't know if y'all saw in the collective where I posted a picture of her and her eyes looked huge. She's finally filling out because she's eating properly and everything. And she looks normal now. Okay. So y'all choose the deck that we're going to use. Remember, please only vote once. Vote in the comments. So deck 1, Light Seers Tarot, or deck 2, Heaven and Earth. So only vote once and just put your choice in the comments, please. And y'all help me keep track. One or two. One or two. And I don't know if I told y'all that we found out that she's most likely a rare type of Siamese cat. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. One or two. Okay, people are interested in 2. I don't use 2 a whole lot because they kind of, on their cards, they put the not so accurate meanings, but I can still use it, obviously, because I have them memorized. So I'm thinking 2s are winning. Am I correct? 2 is taking it on Instagram? Okay. Are 2s getting it on TikTok? Looks like 2s. Okay. Sorry, it's hiding your comment. I don't know why it does that. Okay, let's use 2. We will use the Heaven and Earth Tarot. I mean, it's cool because I like the imagery, but like I said, I just don't like the fact that and they can create their own tarot, right? You can create your own deck, but if you're using the same terminology as the Rider-Waite Tarot, then you need to stick with the Rider-Waite meanings, right? Because it's going to confuse people. So, we'll see. All right, what do we need to know for this week? And if you guys if you're wanting to learn tarot, my fall class is enrolling. It's open for enrollment, and you can do the self-paced lessons if you choose to do that instead of the live classes. But we will begin this fall. I'm not doing questions. This is a collective reading. Thank you for asking, though. Most people just come in and start spamming my chat, so I appreciate you asking. All right, let's see. What do we need to know for this week? What do we need to know for this week? All right, let's look at today. Today we have the Five of Swords. Okay, they call it defeat. The Five of Swords in reverse, okay? Now, when the Five of Swords is in reverse, it could indicate you're exhausted. Like you've been going. There might be some sort of conflict that you're dealing with. Today is not a day for conflict, okay? Do not engage in any conflict because you're fighting a losing battle. If you feel defeated, if you're exhausted, if you've been going, kind of like me, then take time to rest, okay? Go back to the Four of Swords and take time to rest. Take time to yourself to gain some clarity. But yeah, today is not the day for conflict. Like, choose your battles, really, you know? That's like I was telling the boys whenever they had the haters in the comments during the stream, during their tournament. And I was like, it's not even worth arguing with them over, because these people don't understand how these things work. They're just mad because they lost. Let them just get over it, you know? So just don't engage in conflict today. Let's look at tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the King of Wands. Much better energy, okay? Tomorrow is all about taking action. It's about stepping forward and being somebody that's like, you know what? This is what I want to do. This is very Aries energy, okay? Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars is the god of war, but Mars is also constructive or destructive, okay? So it's like, what is your plan of attack? What is it that you want to do? Are you wanting to start a new exercise regime? It's going to be something physical, okay? Like energetically physical, not like tangible physical. So yeah, a really good energy tomorrow. You might feel on top of the world. You might feel strong. You might feel like, okay, now's the time we can have this conversation, or now's the time that I can deal with this. It's just a much better energy tomorrow, okay? So if you're wanting to take action on something, I would wait for today and then look and see how things are tomorrow, okay? It's just my advice. You have free will. Do whatever you choose, okay? Your situation is unique. All right, let's look at Wednesday. Wednesday, we have the Two of Wands, okay? So the Two of Wands is about making a plan and choosing where you want to go now. If you want to like make travel plans, Wednesday is going to be the day to do that, okay? It could be that, you know, Tuesday you're like, look, you know what? I need a change. Something has to go differently in my life. What is it that I want? Like, I'm ready to go. You might feel that urge, right? And then Wednesday is the time that you start making plans. And you really want to give yourself gratitude and applause for how far you have come, if I can say it, okay? So remember how I said that you've gone through obstacles and it's time to turn around and help the next person? Well, this is kind of what the Two of Wands is talking about. It's talking about you've already accomplished something. You've gotten this far. Where do you want to go from here? What is it that you want to do in the world or for the world? Okay? Start making a plan and figuring out, okay, I'm here now. Where do I want to go next? Who do I want to be now? What do I want to experience? All right? So Wednesday is all about contemplating. And you'll see they have this sphere in their hands. And in the traditional Rider-Waite, it's the world. The world is in their hand. And so it's like you can go anywhere, you can do anything, or you can have that thought, if I wanted to go anywhere, if I wanted to do anything, if I could do anything, what would I be doing? You know? Would I be doing this? Would I be doing this? What would I be doing? A lot of people think that, you know, like if they won the lottery, they would just go live on a beach and they would just relax for the rest of their lives. You would get so bored. You really would. After about a couple weeks, maybe a month, you'd be like, okay, well, this was fun. Now I need something to do. I need some sort of stimulation, right? So what would you be doing after you had that nice long vacation? What is it that would feed your soul then if money was no object or anything like that? Whoops. You donate the majority? That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, whatever feeds your soul, do that. But that's what the Two of Wands is asking you. Like, where do you want to go from here? Okay? You've accomplished some great feats. You know, you've started something. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're making a plan to get even further. Okay? So let's look at Thursday. Thursday, we have the Princess of Pentacles. This is like the Page of Pentacles. Okay? So there is a message incoming. This is a couple of things, okay? Pages can be messengers or they can be young people. So it could be a message of a new opportunity, or they're like apprentices is what I mean. So it could be you're learning something new. It could be that you decide, you know what? I want to take a course. I want to take a class. I want to learn something new because I'm starting fresh. All right. Or it could be if you're waiting on a message of an opportunity, maybe a new job, a new career, something like that, something tangible, something significant, then that message would be coming in on Thursday and it's positive news. Okay. Let's look at the bottom of the deck, see what's hiding underneath. Oh, we have the Queen of Cups. Look at that. So she is very receptive energy. The Queen of Cups is, it's interesting because we have the Queen Mab and we have the Queen of Cups underneath. She's power, she's emotion, okay? So when we have these two together, it's like you are on top this week. So you want to use this energy, not today, right? Today, you're not engaging in any type of conflict. And like I said, if you're feeling exhausted, if you're feeling like you just like did too much over the weekend or something's going on, go back to the Four of Swords and take a break, okay? Give yourself the rest that you deserve, the rest that you need, and take a break. Tuesday, much better energy to take action, to take charge, to move forward. Wednesday, contemplation. Where do you want to go? What is it that you want to do? Who do you want to be? Okay? Celebrate your accomplishments, because if you don't, then what are you doing? Why are you doing it? You know, be proud of yourself. You're allowed to be proud of yourself for everything that you've accomplished. It doesn't matter how long it took you to get there. It doesn't matter all the obstacles you had to go through. Be proud of everything that you have been or you've been through and everything that you are. Make sense? And then Thursday is an opportunity for good news to come in, or an opportunity for you to start learning something new. Okay, so you might decide that, you know what, I want to take a class, I want to take a course, I want to read a new book. Learn something. You should always be learning something, okay? Doesn't have to be huge, but there needs to be some sort of brain stimulation, because remember, like I said, if you won the lottery and you're thinking that you're just going to go lay on the beach and you're going to be happy for the rest of your life, you are going to be so bored and you will die early because you have no purpose. You have no reason for getting up and moving, okay? So you have to have some sort of purpose, something that you're working towards. And that's what you see in the blue zones. I don't know if y'all have seen that, but the people that live the longest have a purpose that they get up for every day. And the people that don't die early. So even if you feel like you've accomplished everything, try something new. Because you want to always be expanding your awareness, expanding your knowledge, expanding the way you give back to the world, all of that, okay? You booked a class for July yesterday. Nice. Awesome. You'll just go to another beach, whatever. You'd get so bored. Let's see. Like, and don't get me wrong. Like, I'm saying, let's say you came into all this money. I'm just speaking hypothetically, okay? I'm not saying this is going to happen this week. I'm speaking hypothetically so you get the gist of the message. Let's say you came into a lot of money, right? And you're thinking that you're just going to go lay on a beach and be happy. And you're going to be bored. However, if you do decide to go like travel and experience different cultures and to learn different things and to see the world, that is a purpose, okay? That is something you could absolutely do. So if you're wanting to travel and see all of that, then you got to start making a plan, okay? Because like I said, the Two of Wands is about making travel plans. It's about, what do I want to experience next? Okay, I've seen this, done that. Where can I go now? If you have been in the same town your entire life, why not branch out? You know, I've seen so many people who are just miserable and because they have never left their hometown. And it's like, you do realize we have this whole great wide world for you to explore, for you to experience. Why are you not going anywhere and experiencing anything? And they wonder why they're unhappy, you know? I mean, that's what the horrible thing about being in the U.S. is, we don't get vacation time. I mean, I do because I work for myself. But, you know, the people that work corporate jobs, they get maybe 2 weeks of vacation time. That's insane. You know? So let's see. What else do we need to know for this week? That's what you would do? Me too. My mom does travel like a boss, but I wish they would go to even more places and not the same places. Ooh, look. We got all tied up in reverse. You are free to move about the cabin. Okay? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? You like, get inspired. What inspires you? And then you go. Okay? This is you releasing yourself. This is like the Eight of Swords in reverse in tarot. Okay? Because here, they're all tied up and she's just standing there by herself. She's like, I feel stuck. Can't move. And it's all in her head. But when it's in reverse, she's like, oh, it is all in my head. And I'm going to free myself. I'm going to do what is necessary to be able to get myself to where I want to be. Okay? And I speak in general terms just because this is a general collective reading, right? So she's like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm so sick and tired of feeling restricted. I'm so sick and tired of feeling like I can't do anything, but everybody else can. And then she breaks free. You know, that's what I'm saying. We really look up to those people who have overcome all these obstacles and have found their freedom. Well, I mean, that could be you too. But you have to stop participating in the conflict and all the negative thoughts, okay? You have to stop believing all the BS that we're told. You know, that there's not enough or only certain people get to have this. It's not true. It's not true. Because the King of Wands is like, I can do whatever I want. I'm taking charge or I'll burn the place down. A lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but there's quite a bit of wand energy here. And that's giving you that momentum. That's giving you the energy you need to kind of like light the fire under your ass, essentially. So sick of same old love. Yeah. I have more than enough, albeit, oh, you have more than enough to share with others' experience. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to share our experiences. We're supposed to help each other. We're supposed to, you know, not just sit back and watch other people struggle. So, yeah. That's the thing. That's why I feel like I was called to, excuse me, make this masterclass, is because, you know, we shouldn't gatekeep everything, you know, because everybody can have their own success. There is more than enough to go around, right? So that's why I was like, okay, I'll do a masterclass. That'll be fun. And then my guides or my higher self is like, no, this is going to be bigger than you think. Like, you need to do this like an in-depth masterclass, and it might take 2 days. So, okay. So that's why I'm like, we might have to push it out further because I'm going to need more time to prepare, because I'm going to give you so much information on how I applied all of this knowledge. I used the laws of success, and it helped me like get to the 6 figures way faster than I ever thought I would. But I mean, it doesn't have to be just your spiritual business. You can apply this in many different ways. Let's see what else we need to know. We have Golden Palace in reverse. Let's see what this says in reverse, because it's very positive, direct. Okay, and just because a card shows up reverse doesn't mean that it can't be turned direct. Remember that. In tarot and oracle, just because a card shows up reverse does not mean it can't be turned to a more positive state. Some of them are more positive reverse. Don't forget that too. Okay, let go of your tight hold on what you believe security should look like. We were just talking about that. Now is the time to conserve your energy and count your blessings. Resist the pull to become miserly. There will be enough money, love, youth, food, and shelter to go around. Did I not just say this? Man, I love these cards. A mindset of fear and lack will shut off the flow of true abundance. Trust in the tides, because the flow always returns from the ebb. Chop wood, carry water, as the Chinese proverb says. Practice faith and the treasure will be revealed. In fact, you'll find it in plain sight. Thank you for the confirmation. I mean, that happens every time, doesn't it? I'll say something and then the cards come in and it's like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. This is why we use both tarot and oracle, because they talk to each other. Freaking awesome. Let's see what else. And the Queen of Cups lying underneath the deck, she is the attractor. She is the one who opens herself up to receive, and she listens to those messages. She listens to the information that she gets, right? Like I said, I'm supposed to be doing this masterclass, and I keep getting it in my brain that, hey, hold up a second, you need to do this way, right? And I listen to that. Anytime I listen to those messages, it turns out way better than I ever thought. So you want to do the same. Anytime you get these inklings in your mind of something like, hey, you might consider doing it like this, or hey, have you ever tried this? Listen to it, because that is something that is leading you to something very positive, okay? Let's see what else. We have, oh, look, we have double 23. No, you guys, look. Again, triple 23s. You see that? 23 is going to be significant. What was that, yesterday? But still. So 2 and 3. Okay, so we got courthouse. So this could be, whoops, let me turn that back the way it needs to be. So again, do you understand the significance of pulling out 3 cards with the same number? The chances of that are astronomical. I have over 50 decks here. They all have like 50 plus cards in them. Okay, I need you to understand this is hugely significant to pull it out 3 times. Number 23. Okay, so 2 is about decisions, balance, duality, and relationships. Okay, 3, oh, look at the balloons. Did I do that? 3 is about creation and expression, okay? So it's the 2 energies come together to create something. And then we put 3 and 2 together, and that's 5. 5 is change. 5 is a pivotal moment in life, okay? So we think of here, we have 5 of Swords in reverse. So it could be that you decide to make a pivot in your mindset. It could be that there's some sort of conflict that has happened and it causes you to pivot. And it's telling you, like, don't waste your time trying to make people, oh, thank you for that, see things that only you can see, okay? Don't try to convince people of who you are, what you're trying to do. Like, you just go and do it, because the King of Wands does not give a shit, okay? King of Wands is like, I'm going, you all can join me, or you can sit back and watch. I've done that. I'm like, you don't understand it, that's okay, but I just need you to trust me and sit back and watch. And boom, my life has done a complete 180, okay? And this is what we're going to talk about in the masterclass. But 23 is very significant. Courthouse is, you could be dealing with legal matters, like a divorce or a marriage. It could be you're maybe signing new contracts for a new career or a new home. Whatever this is that you're wanting to do, like you're making something official, okay? Doesn't mean that you're having to deal with contracts. Doesn't mean that you're having to deal with a relationship. It could be you're making something official. You're like, you know what? Fuck it. This is what I'm going to do. This is who I am. This is where I'm going, okay? And you're making it official by, you know, creating something, learning something, really like adjusting your course and becoming somebody who is very curious about the world, or learning how to handle your finances, or taking care of your health. It's going to be different for everybody. This is general collective, right? So yeah, 23, that's significant. Okay? So if you see that number this week, keep that in mind, because that might be something that's telling you, hey, this way. I'm just saying. Very interesting. Let's see what else. Let's do this one. Is this making sense? Oh, I almost pulled that whole thing out. You loved my reading? Thank you. Good. I'm glad. Making sense? Making sense? Good. All right. All right. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Oh, these aren't supposed to be read in reverse, but that's interesting because we have it come out in reverse, and it's number 5. Here we have 5 again. Okay, so celestial assistance, angelic messages, guidance, and enlightenment. Remember how I said pay attention to those knowings? Hello, because it came out in reverse. It's telling you that you're not listening. It's telling you that you're not paying attention, or you're doubting it, like you're second guessing these messages that are coming through, and they're like, how else are we supposed to like bring this to you? Okay? So you need to listen. You need to change your mindset. Change the way that you hear those little inklings. Okay? Understand that those, like, they don't scream at you. It's just these little knowings, these little thoughts that come in. And you're the one that has to pay attention. That's why they always say, you know, be still and know. Right? It's like, just be still and listen and know, okay, yeah, that was meant for me. That's guiding me this way. Okay? And if it's a strong inkling, it'll keep happening until you acknowledge it. So imagine you keep pushing it away and they're like, well, okay, never mind. You know? I mean, I would be. I'd be like, all right, you're on your own then. So it's telling you, you have guidance, you have help for whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. It's just you have to take control. You have to listen. You have to follow. Just like it says, you know, for like Christians, it's like obey. But it's not like obey this command. It's like, hey, we're giving you this help. Run with it. And it's just telling you to listen and acknowledge and give it a shot. Let's see what else. Let's do this one. Learn about making a conditional acceptance in your contracts. Oh, interesting. $23 is significant to some of y'all. Nice, nice. Oh, you have somebody like repeating messages in your dreams. Interesting. Yep, you got to pay attention to those. And I'm telling you, some of them might sound crazy. Some of them might sound counterproductive. But it's always going to be something that you're going to be like, wait, what? You know, like, should I really do this? And it's never going to cause harm to yourself or anybody else, okay? That's your intuition. Your intuition is never going to, or like higher messages, never going to cause harm to anybody, okay? Those are called intrusive thoughts. But yeah, you always want to listen to those thoughts because it could take you to somewhere amazing. It could take you on a whole different experience. Like sometimes it's telling you, you know, don't turn right, go ahead and go straight, and then turn right up there. And you might be avoiding an accident. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to listen to those little inklings and see where it takes you. Again, it's not going to cause any harm to you or anybody else because that's not ever what your higher self is going to tell you. Okay? Look, we have divine, divine gateway. And we had celestial assistance. So it's telling you that there's a lot of energy, a lot of power happening this week. And you always have this energy available to you. You always have this power. You just have to like intentionally tap in. You have to intentionally acknowledge your higher self, the divine, your spirit guides, all of that. You have to acknowledge them. Otherwise, they just step back and they're like, okay, you go ahead and do what you feel like you need to do. And we're here whenever you need us, but you have to call us in. Okay? Hang on, let me get a drink. So anytime anything good happens, you always want to express gratitude. And anytime anything negative happens, you always want to say, you know what? Okay, that was an experience. Thank you for teaching me or showing me that. Now I'm going to use it to further my journey. Whatever you want to say, you know? Just don't hang on to it. Okay. We got the path. It's the number 8. This is, some of the things that you go through, well, all the things that you go through pretty much are lessons, right? They're experiences to get you to a certain place. And this is taking you rung by rung up this ladder into this whole new experience, going through this portal in time or a portal in space, whatever it is, to a new timeline, to new experiences, to a new sense of being, right? But you've got to figure out what that is. Who is it? What is it that you want? Like, who do you want to be? What do you want to experience? What do you need to learn to get there? Because it's not just going to magically drop in your lap, okay? There are things that magically align, but you do have to put forth some effort, because that's the only way that it shows the universe that, yeah, this is what you do want, because that energy is flowing in that direction. Does that make sense? Because if you're just sitting back expecting things to just happen, there's no energy flow. It's just stagnant energy. But if you're focusing on something, if you're working towards something, if you're reading about something, whatever it is, that's where the energy is flowing, and that's where the universe is going, okay, they want to go this way. Does that compute? Does that make sense? I want to make sure that I'm painting a proper picture. It does, good. Whoops. You believe so? Okay, well, hang on. So what I'm saying, you know how they say energy flows where attention goes, okay? So if you're wanting something to just magically happen, if you're not really focusing on it, it's, again, the energy is just stagnant around you, okay? Think of you have this ball of energy around you. It's not really going anywhere because you don't really have any real focus. You're just kind of like all over the place. But when you start getting focused on something, that ball of energy starts to gather and it goes towards that thing. This is how I visually see it, okay? That energy goes towards that thing. And then so you're just boom, boom, and it's just pushing you further and further towards that thing. But if you're not focusing on anything, or you're all over the place, the energy is just like lightly scattered everywhere, and it doesn't really focus. It doesn't have the opportunity to focus and shoot forward to the thing to push you forward. So you kind of stay in this like, oh, well, I don't know where I'm going. And that's just what happens, okay? So the more that you focus on something, like I'm saying, if you need to learn about something, learn it. And while you're learning that, you're focusing on that energy and going on in the background, you're opening up opportunities. So for example, the people that take my tarot classes, they're so focused on learning the cards and learning colors and learning numbers that they don't realize that in the background, their third eye is opening up. And they're having these psychic messages. So many things start to happen in their lives. And I'm like, yeah, that's because you're focused on learning divination. And in the background, you've got this other stuff working to open you up, okay? So let's say you want to learn about finances, how to invest or how to grow your money or how to just like set a budget. You start focusing on that, you're going to start seeing that more money starts to come in because you're focusing on bettering your money situation. Does that make sense? Okay? So you don't have to know and focus on everything. You just want to focus on what's important to you now and start learning about it. Because also, one way to negate fear is to learn about the thing that you're afraid of or to learn about the thing that you don't understand. And it changes everything. Okay? Yeah, kind of like a niche. Yep. So that's one reason why my tarot business took off, because I just enveloped myself in the world of tarot and mysticism and metaphysics and esotericism and all that, because that's what I wanted to experience. That's what I wanted my career to be, and here I am. So that's what I'm saying. You have to have some sort of focus and direction, and you have to apply that focus and direction every single day. That's when things start really happening, okay? And we'll go over it more in depth in the masterclass. Excuse me, I've got stuff in my throat. Look, we have toadstools growth, number 44. So this is a lot like I was saying, 44. So 4 is all about looking at what is, doing what needs to be done, thinking logically, and setting that solid foundation. And then we have them doubled, and that becomes 8. Well, here's 8. 8 is that karmic number, but it also is about financial abundance. So it's like whatever you do, whatever you're focusing on, whatever details you're paying attention to, and you're making the moves that need to be made, you will easily receive that abundance, okay? In multiple ways. So let me pull the book. I'll read it to you because I like this card. Says, though the forest looks sedate, beneath the surface, what did I tell you? A kind of enchantment is occurring, and the mushrooms grow in weight. Then, when conditions are right, there is an explosion of toadstools throughout the woods. It happens so fast, it seems magical, yet preparations have long been occurring out of sight. The fairies and elves rejoice and even dance in the fairy rings. Do you see how it just confirmed what I said? Do you get that? It's talking about things that have been going on in the background, but what's been focused on is the growth, right? And then all of a sudden this explosion of these toadstools. And it's saying it looks like magic, but it's actually you have directed that energy, and then here it all came. See? The cards know. Oh, I love what I do. But it's telling you, you have to focus on things. You have to do what is necessary. Let's get one from the money deck. Let's see what our money focus is for the week. Oops. We keep getting this one, okay? It says mechanic. I'm going to read it to you. There's 3 ways to resonate, okay? Number 1, mend what needs mending. It might be broken, but not all is lost. Golly. Sorry, guys. Number 2, consider a career as a mechanic in automotive, aerospace, or a repair technician. And number 3, you have the ability to easily fix your finances, but a sacrifice may be needed. What is that sacrifice? A sacrifice is going to be something that you are doing that is not for your highest good, okay? You will never have to sacrifice anything that is meant for you, okay? So if you're wanting to improve your finances, maybe you need to stop shopping so much on Amazon, or maybe you need to switch to like a high yield savings account, and you need to do this and this and that. So there's different changes that need to be made in order for your finances to grow. And it's telling you to mend what needs to be mended. It could be you're literally fixing something in your home or whatever it is, your car, or you're fixing your financial situation. You know, maybe you are lack-minded. Maybe every time money comes in, you just push it right back out. Maybe you're not doing the things to bring in the financial abundance that you've been wanting. Again, that focus needs to be pointed somewhere, okay? You know what's crazy is I just saw the comment says your star number, and I just pulled out star. It says hope, healing, inspiration, dreams fulfilled. Okay? And then we have this here, celestial assistance. It's like it's telling you like, hey, what is it that you want? Okay? The Queen of Cups underneath is all about healing what needs to be healed. Okay? It could be things that you picked up from your home life as a child. Okay? Because she is very Cancer energy. Cancer rules the house of the home. So it's like, what did you learn Or what are you experiencing in the home? It's going to be different for everybody. So for some of you, it's going to be negative things that you picked up as a child because of your negative home life. Now, some of you could be like you're dealing with things in the home now that need to be healed, that need to be mended, or relationships, something like that, okay? And some of you are just like needing to find more value in yourselves and really appreciate who you are. Like some of you put on this tough exterior, but on the inside you're all ooey gooey and emotional, and it's okay to be emotional. It's okay to have emotions, whether you're man or woman, doesn't matter. You're allowed to have emotions. So maybe there's something inside that needs to be healed or just expressed, okay? So we have the star here, and it's like, wish upon a star. And, you know, that's what it is. You're focusing that energy. You're setting that intention. You're telling the universe, this is what I want. And then you just expect that it's going to happen. And that's when it happens. And you keep focusing that energy. I had always been intrigued by, you know, mysticism, psychics, tarot readers, all that stuff, palm readers, everything. But, you know, I here in the Bible Belt, like, you don't see a whole lot of that going on. And it's like, how, I had no idea that you could go to school for this stuff. I didn't know. God. And it wasn't until my mentor was like, you know, I'll teach you. And I was like, really? You know? And then all of a sudden it just opened the floodgates. And I just focus on all of that. Learning the cards, understanding the cards, opening back up my psychic and intuition and all these other things, and just learning, and going through metaphysics classes and getting certified in that, doing Reiki, everything. I engulfed myself in that world, and that's what has made me successful. And I stopped limiting myself. So again, we'll talk more in depth in the masterclass, but you have to apply certain laws of the universe, and that's what sets things in motion. Your birthday is Wednesday? Oh, happy early birthday, Melanie. You're all the above? Okay. Yeah, it is taboo in this area. It's getting better, but yeah, very taboo. Look, we have resilience. Burn away the past. Number 27. I'm telling you, there's a message here about, and look, we have, you know, the Queen Mab. Queen Mab. And it's very fiery looking, right? So it's telling you to be proud of everything that you've accomplished. All the things that you've gone through, you needed to go through. Don't feel shame. Don't feel guilt. Everybody has a past. Everybody has their own experiences. So don't let that be something that holds you back, please, okay? Move forward. Burn down the past. Let it go. Release it. And focus on who you are today and who you want to be today, okay? You are in control here. And if somebody keeps trying to remind you of your past, you set the boundary. Be like, you know what? That was so long ago. Like, why are we still talking about this? I mean, obviously, if you hurt somebody or did something really negative, they're still reliving it, right? You can't just negate that. But I'm just saying, like, if you just don't have, like, the best past or whatever, it's like, okay, I've healed and I've grown and I've made my adjustments. So, like, why are we still talking about this? That was me a long time ago. Doesn't even resonate with me now. You know, you set that standard and you're like, I'm done talking about this. And if they keep wanting to remind you of the past, then you're like, you know what? I don't think this friendship or relationship is working out because I'm done talking about this. You want to live in the past? Please be my guest. I'm not doing that. Okay? That's how you handle those situations. You set the boundary. Like, if you want to do that, you go do that over there. Just don't involve me because I'm not interested. Done. You know? Yes, family isn't always right, as in maybe you had to go through it. Yes. I feel bad because I've been focusing on school too much and forgot all the small, you know, it happens, Elizabeth. Look, it's when we're so focused on something, you know, it's really easy to negate all the other things. And sometimes we have to make that sacrifice and we miss certain things. You know, like I work my ass off for my business and everything. And this is why I made a point to go on this trip with my son, because I was like, I don't want to miss this. I'm not going to miss this. I have the ability to set my own schedule and to do this. So I'm going. You know, this is why we work hard when we need to work hard, so we can take these breaks or whatever it is that we need to do when we need to do it. And that's how I see it. What did I miss? I'm calling you out. Uh-oh, Glenn. Okay, can you tell me if working 2 jobs to help with finances is of a lack mind or positive position? I mean, if it's what's necessary for you to pay your bills, then yeah, you got to do that. But if you're not wanting to work 2 jobs forever, it's up to you to figure out how to get yourself out of that situation, to bring in another source of income that is less involved, okay? So you can definitely do that. Hit you on the head with that? Uh-oh. Okay, so let's keep going. What time is it? 10:30? Okay. Let's do one more, and then we'll do the Rebel deck. Let's do this one. You understand? Good, good, good. And Elizabeth also about been so focused on school and forget about the small stuff. You know, I had to make a complete adjustment in my life because I used to go out and celebrate my friends who were performing in their bands. And I used to go do all this stuff. And I'm like, now I don't have the time or the energy. And I'm just like, I'm focused on building my legacy. And if it doesn't fit into my plans or if I'm too tired, I'm not doing it. Hold on, I gotta verify myself on TikTok. There we go. You have to set standards for yourself. You have to really value what you're working towards. You want to be building your legacy. You can't be doing things constantly that are taking you away from it. Okay? And it doesn't mean that I'm sitting here grinding 24/7. I'm always learning. I'm always paying attention and being in my awareness. I'm always working on things that could be improved or to help you all. Like this whole masterclass thing came to mind, and y'all were like, yeah, please. And so I'm like, okay, well, that'll be fun. And the universe is like, no. We're going to do this big. I'm like, oh, shit. Okay. So I guess we're going to do this. So, you know, and I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to break everything down for you because I want you to be successful. I want you to be able to apply these laws of the universe to your own life and see how they are applied today. Because sometimes you can learn about this stuff. It's really confusing the way they talk, you know. But for me, I have this ability to break things down to where you can comprehend it. So that's what I'm going to be doing throughout this masterclass, is like breaking everything down so you can see how to easily apply it to your life. And some of the things you're already doing and you don't even realize it, okay? What if it's your child and you feel guilty because you know you did wrong 37 years ago? Well, I mean, look, you can't change the past. All you can do is live for the now. All you can do is say, you know what, I'm so sorry that I wasn't there enough or whatever the situation is. And you say, I want to make that better now, moving forward. And you just live in the now. I mean, there are things that, every parent, if you don't have any regrets as a parent, then you're delusional. You know, maybe you're narcissistic. I don't know. But all of us have shoulda, coulda, wouldas. We have regrets about the things that we wish we would have done differently as a parent, you know? And if we could go back and change the things, we would. However, you know, it brought us to this point. You know, there are things that I wish I could have done way differently when my kids were small. But, you know, all the hard times that we went through has made us extremely close. So would I really want to go back and change all that? you know? So if you feel like you've done something or weren't there for them enough or whatever it is, just speak from your heart and then make a difference from now on. You're welcome. I try to be a positive role model. I mean, I'm not perfect by any means, but I will give you everything that I've experienced so you don't have to go through it. Look, we have number 22. We have candle magic. It says, every day things get better. Yes, they do. Do you use candles? And if you use candles, do you thank them when you blow them out? Like if you use candles for a reason. So, for instance, like when I'm doing readings, I normally have a candle lit. I didn't have time to light my candle this morning because I was just like was trying to hurry up and get on because, again, we got home late from the airport and dragging ass. But normally I have a candle lit, and whenever I'm finished, I say thank you and I blow it out. So candle magic also can be you making a wish, right? Things are getting better. My wishes are coming true. The universe is helping me. You can do that. And you can, you know, the candles represent light, and they are, you know, you can, like when I do the Reiki sessions, which is this Wednesday, you guys don't forget, this Wednesday at 8 p.m. is our collective Reiki session. But, you know, I take that heavy energy and I burn it into the flame. So you can use candles for many different things. But let's pull out the book and let's see what else it wants to say. That's a cute little book. And of course, it's number 22, you know, my favorite number. Oops. Okay. Make sure you get permission to light any candles you create, and make sure you never leave them unattended. Think about what you wish for and draw a symbol of this with a permanent marker, or carefully carve it into the wax of your favorite colored candle with a toothpick. So it's asking you to write like a sigil, right? Like whatever it is that you want. Do you want love? You can even just draw a heart. Do you want more money? You can draw a money sign. You can write words, whatever it is on the candle. And then you burn it. It's when it says to get permission, I think it's talking about like where you live and who you're around. Hold the candle in both hands at the end, furthest from the flame, and say, as this candle burns, my wish comes true. Okay? Because what is fire? Fire is creation. Fire is energy. Okay? Fire is the light. So you're bringing all that energy into focus, and it's putting it out there. Right? So that's like a heavy intention that you set. So if you want to use candles, you can do it like that. I use them generally for just like I have one here on my desk. I have one in the money sector of my home, things like that. And anytime I blow them out, I say thank you. I express gratitude. I set the intention of the candle before I even light it for the first time. I hold it in my hands, and I feel the energy going through my palms, and I set the intention for the candle. I tell it what it needs to do. Like, your job is to da-da-da-da. And then I light it, and every time I blow it out, I say thank you. So you can use candles in many different ways. Yeah, fire is one of the 4 elements. Yep, and we use those to create. You never heard to thank it? Yeah, it's just something that, I mean, that's the thing. It's like when we use these tools, when we use these things that we have available to us, it's never bad to express gratitude for it, for, you know, the help that you're getting, for working with this tool. You want to thank the tool, the energy, whatever it is, just for helping you. So yeah. All right, let's see. Let's get one from the Rebel deck, and then we'll call it a day. Don't forget, I will be here Friday morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, to go over the weekend. If you're wanting to learn tarot, everything is linked in my bio. The fall class is enrolling. That is the live class. If you want to do a more self-paced version, then that's in there as well. It's under Tarot Apprenticeship. You can get in my tarot community. There's so many things that I have available for you all. And I will announce the official date of the masterclass soon, because I do think it's going to have to be in August, okay? Because I do feel like this is going to wind up having to be a 2-day event. Just letting you know, okay? Because we're going to have a lot to cover. I'm going to give you everything that you need to be able to use the laws of success and apply it to your daily life, okay? Or your spiritual business, whatever it is that you want. All right, what is our message for this week? This is the Rebel deck. This is the little sassy deck. And don't forget, number 23 is significant this week. So y'all have to keep me updated on how it rang true for you. Let's see. What is our message for this week? It says, get over yourself and pull your shit together. Help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. Literally what we were talking about earlier. You know, everything that you've been through, feel proud of yourself. Look at your accomplishments and then turn around and help somebody else. Okay? So yeah, get over yourself and pull your shit together. You know, I say this to people in my coaching, you know, like, you need to get over yourself. Because they don't understand that they are focusing so much on themselves and putting themselves in such a negative light, or like it's such a lack aspect. I'm like, you need to get over yourself. Stop thinking that you don't deserve this. Stop thinking that you can't do this. Knock it off. Get over yourself and open yourself up. Okay? So yeah, get over yourself, pull your shit together, help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. And there you go. Your grocery bill was 23. It's the number of the week. I have not posted the masterclass yet, Gina. I will let you all know when I have it up and ready to go. Like I said, I need to figure out which days that we're going to have it on, and then I'll announce it, and then we'll have early registration, and then you'll have normal registration as we get closer. So our early registration will be discounted, and yeah. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. You hear the universe? Yep, it speaks loudly. I mean, like I said, you know, it'll give you these messages, and then the internal messages are the ones that kind of whisper, and it's like, hello, are you paying attention? Are you being quiet long enough to actually think that, yeah, this might be a message for you? Or are you going to just dismiss it? Okay? So I hope you all have a wonderful week. I will, we have our Magical Masterclass tomorrow evening with Madi. We're doing it differently this month, okay? Madi is going to take us on a journey with our inner child. And then Wednesday, we have our live Reiki and collective sound bath session, okay? If you are not in any of those, you have to be in the tribe to join the masterclass, the Magical Masterclass for the month. And then you have to be in the soul healing group to attend the live collective and the collective Reiki and sound bath session. Everything is linked in my bio, okay? You can find everything there. If you have any questions, please email me. It's better that you email me instead of like DMing me, because I don't always see the DMs because it goes to requests and I don't always get notified of those. So message me, through email, and I'll be happy to help you, okay? So y'all have a wonderful week. I'll see you Friday morning. Bye, y'all. Mwah.